Okay, what we got going now is we just made another dirt hole set over there by the end of the pivot system. I drug this piece of log out here a couple days ago and put a dead chicken under it, and the chicken is gone. So now we know there's something coming here that took the chicken. So now we're going to make a buried bait set, another type of dirt hole set, under that log. In fact, we might put one on each side of the log.
There's a coyote track for you.
Tim, would you get me a chunk of that rabbit fur? Not a whole hide, just a chunk of it. About maybe 4x4 or 4x5. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make a dirt hole set under this log. And we're going to put a piece of rabbit skin from, I butchered some rabbits, we're going to put a chunk of hide down in that hole. Coyotes like variation, a little variety in their diet, especially when it's their last meal. It's the least you can do. You see, I'm putting that hole deep and well under the log, so the coyote or the fox has to work for it. If you're going to feed them, there's no free lunch. You got to work for it. Very nice. Okay. I take my trapping tool and we're going to dig out. We're not going to make a big showy set here. We're going to put it back kind of natural, the way it used to was. It's sort of right. About right? Yeah. We're going to cover it with duff, you know, these corn shucks and stuff, to hide it.
So what we're doing here is we're making a dirt hole set, pretty much, and a different one, I guess. It looks like a different type of trap you got there.
This is a MB number 2. I got it at a trapper convention, paid $4 for it. I bought several of them. I do like them. If you look down there, you see an excavator. He's building a waterway.
Can't really see it.
A drainage system in this field. And that's an advantage for us because that means the coyotes are used to heavy machinery and the smell of gas and the smell of people. That's to our advantage. Now, I'm going to set this trap. I'm going to be sure the pan is nice and low, which it is. Get a little bit of fluff put under the pan. I've used wax paper, I have used screen, I have used toilet paper, and I like this fluff. I really do. It works just great. I gotta find something to poke it under there with. There we're poking. Yeah. There. Now, a little bit of peat moss. This peat moss is wonderful stuff. Once I've used it, I don't use waxed dirt anymore. It's a little harder to bed the trap because it's so fluffy. But if you take your time, you can do that too with no real problem. We're supposed to get some cold weather, so I don't want this more wet, moist dirt completely around and under the trap. There. Now our peat moss on top. You can buy a big bale of peat moss for like $8. So don't be too skimpy with it. Use it. There's our pan. Now I take off my gloves. I'll take the rabbit, poke it down the hole. Now I'll take a layer, put a layer of dirt. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then, like I said, we're going to kind of put this back the way it used to was. We don't want these big stalks in the way. We want real light cover over the trap. There. That is a pretty good set, I think. The extra dirt we're going to throw off, and we're done.
Thanks for watching.